It hasn't even been close. Cleveland ahead, ending the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 17 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set, and it's Bogut in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Curry kicks to Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. You mentioned GA the kid.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Barnes, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Here's Thompson, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Bogut with a screen on Irving. Here's Curry. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's foul number 2 for him. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Can't hit from 12.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but He needs to polish those chances off.
Mozgov kicks to James. On its way from Irving for 2. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
All right, let's go.
16 points for Kyrie Irving. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. It's Curry with the drive, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Thompson against Shumpert. Shot from 16. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the term dream season can be applied.
Look at that. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
To the paint, here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Green's got 9.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Irving dishes to James. It's stolen by Bogut. Shumpert against Thompson. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Off the screen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Richard Jefferson. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Right wing. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here is Livingston. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 6. To the middle, stolen by Thompson. And here comes the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by James.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Timeout called the Warriors. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Dishes to Iguodala. Green up on top. He's covered by Thompson. The drive by Iguodala. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Iguodala's got his second bucket.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Iguodala. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.